Good afternoon. Thank you, Sarah, for coming to preview my micro teach on how to repair a damaged plasterboard wall. This is aimed at foundation entry level 3 students. So thank you for your time. So welcome to Nescott. My name's Grant Blanks. I've been here 18 months now. I have 35 years plastering experience, 30 of those working for myself. So I've been in the trade a long time. Also the facilities in here, the toilets are out in the main building. We're not expecting any fire drills, but if you do hear the fire alarm, please exit. We have an exit at the back of the classroom and also one through the main doors. And the fire assembly point is at the car park. So while you're in the college, we respect British values. So democracy, everyone gets a chance to speak, listen to everyone. We will listen to each other's ideas. We will make choices together as a group, so we have a joint discussion. We will decide the best route of action. Mutual respect. We are polite to each other. We share tools and working space. And we respect each other's work. Objectives and outcomes. The micro teach. Objective. By the end of this session, you'll be able to safely repair a small damaged section of plasterboard wall using basic hand tools and materials, following the tutor's guidance. Learning outcomes. By the end of this micro teach, the learner will be able to identify common types of damage, select the correct basic tools, materials needed for a simple repair, repair damaged area correctly, cleaning and smoothing the surfaces, apply filler to repair the damaged area using safe working practice. Finish the repair by smoothing the surface, ready for decorating. Health and safety is very important in construction trades, especially if you're working on site. And for this task, you'll need a dust mask, especially if you're cutting the plasterboard in a confined space. It can create a lot of dust. Safety gloves obviously protect your hands because you're using sharp tools. Safety glasses just in case you get splashes into your eye, and steel toe cap boots, which if you still got something on your toes, it protects your toes. Tools required for this task. So you'll need a Stanley knife, you'll need a tape measure, cordless drill, plastering trowel, pencil, hacksaw, a filling blade. Materials required: bridging timber, plasterboard, 32mm drywall screws, and easy fill. Damaged plasterboard. One of the problems with plasterboard walls is they can be easily damaged. For instance, a door handle can dent and even make a hole in the plasterboard if it's pushed open too hard and it should hit the wall. Do you have any questions at this point?
Not so far, thank you, Grant.
Not so?
No, not so far, thank you.
So step one, we need to measure the damage area. So first of all, we need to measure the width of the damage area. We need to measure the height of the damage area. And once you have those measurements, you're ready to cut a piece of plasterboard. Once you've cut the piece of plasterboard to size, place a new piece of plasterboard over the damage area of the wall, like so, and with a pencil, you just mark the outline of the plasterboard onto the wall. And what I do when I'm doing this task is I always mark 2 arrows, one on the board, one on the wall. So once you cut it out, you know exactly which way round the plasterboard fits. It just makes things a little bit easier. Step 3, we'll be cutting out the damaged plasterboard. So again, using a sharp tool, and you just literally follow along the lines of the marked out new piece of plasterboard to cut out the damage area. So now you're ready to fix a new piece of plasterboard. And you can fix the bridging timbers, which are these timbers here, to the original stud if showing. If not, you can fix through the plasterboard just by drilling through until it gets tight and then stop. Once you've fitted the bridging timbers, you can now place the plasterboard ready to go, and you fix this using 32mm drywall screws. So once it's all fixed, you apply the finishing coat. Now, depending on the depth between the front edge of the plasterboard and the front edge of the wall, will depend what filling you use. So for instance, if the finish depth is below 2mm, you can use an easy fill or a fine filler. If the finish depth is between 2 and 4 millimetre, you can use multi-finish. And if the depth is greater than 5 millimetre, you'll first need to apply a bonding coat of plaster to dub out the surface. And once that bonding coat has gone off, you can then apply either multi-finish or fine filler, depending on the depth. So, we've seen the slides, we talked about the slides, and I just thought, because we can't access the workshop, I would do a little demonstration video on how to assemble the task in hand. Every little video to show you how to assemble and repair that damaged area. So, on this side, you can still see the timber, so that's good, so we can actually fix our bridging timbers onto this, and then we can fix one to the top and bottom of the plasterboard. So, we start with the attaching it to the joist first, slide it in, making sure that the timber is sitting on the back of the plasterboard so it keeps it flush. This will only take a couple of screws. Second timber, we'll fix it through the plasterboard. This side, obviously, you don't see it flush to the back of the plasterboard because it's still more than that. Also, when you fix through the plasterboard, don't over tighten the screws.
Yeah.
Pull through.
Just stop so the screws sunk into the plasterboard so you can put it. Like so. So now we're ready to apply the already cut piece of plasterboard. Sometimes when you cut plasterboard you get rough edges, so you can use a rasp. You don't need to because it's cut fine, but you just rasp the edges flat. Also, you saw the slides, I put arrows. This is so I know exactly which way the plasterboard needs to go, just so the arrows meet. And you'll just need 2 screws each side because it's not a big affair. Now you've got the plasterboard fixed. This is quite tight to the front of the finish, so that we use a fine filler or easy fill. If it's more than 2 millimetre thick to 3-4 millimetre, use multi-finish, and if it's beyond that, 5 millimetres plus, we need to put bonding coat over the plaster and then plaster or easy fill over the top. So, now we're going to just get a filler onto the trowel. Already pre-mixed, so no need to wear a mask. No dust involved. Apply it over the hole. Generally you get away with one coat, but once it's set and sanded, you just have to fill the pits. While you're doing this, fill your screw holes at the same time. Just get it roughly flat. Then when you sand it down with a fine paper, it gives you a nice slick finish. The other benefit for using fill, you get low fill
So that was a little demonstration on actually how to complete the task, so you can visually see. Do you have any questions at this point?
No, thank you.
No, you're okay? Well, in that case, we'd just like to do a little recap questions on what you've learned and what you've taken in.
Yes, let's
Okay.
see.
So, let's begin. So, what is in the name of the timber you use for fixing a new piece of plasterboard?
Bridging timber.
Well, let's see, shall we?
Yes.
Yes, well done. Fantastic. If the depth of the finish coat is less than 2 mm, what should you use for a finish coat? You have easy filler, fine filler, multi-finish plaster, bonding coat.
Easy filler.
Let's find out.
Ooh, yes.
Well done. And third and final question, when should you use a bonding coat? Less than 2 mm, if 5 mm or greater, if it's between 2 and 4 mm.
Red 5 mm.
Congratulations, well done. So that's the game completed, 100%. Great time as well. So this brings us to the end of my vocal teach. Do you have any questions on what we've discussed so far?
No, sir.
It's all good. All right, then I'd like to thank you very much for your time and
You're
enjoying this
welcome. I
afternoon.
enjoyed that, and I know how to repair a broken plasterboard.
Yeah, you too.
Yes.
Thank you. I reckon that's enough time. 12 minutes.